answer because recent developments in the Carl Lee saga are classified. But his words do hint at something.
I always sort of suspected, as we drew attention to Carl Lee, if we were lucky, they would actually stop.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If we were less lucky, they might still do something to him in a way that would offer criticism and allow them to say that this is not a problem and have us be unable to contradict it.
In the past, the U.S. government would often secure concessions from Beijing whenever the two nations discussed trade.
Oh, not today.
And indeed, during the period in question, China's head of state Xi Jinping called on Donald Trump to avert the imposition of new heavy goods tariffs. Beijing did make some concessions at the time, with indications that the arrest of Li Fengwei might have been
that you've got to have the job done or...
No, so I bought a house that I'm renovating and I had my day off my normal job today with computers, so, and the labourer wasn't there, so I said, right, no worries, I'll go and work with the builder.
For a long time.
Right, grass, learn some stuff.
As we say,
You went to work with the builder, right?
Yeah.
For the proliferation problem.
Yeah.
But I should say that Li Fengwei were hit by a meteorite tomorrow.
It's Friday.
Making concrete. Oh,
fairly
I feel accomplished though.
Huh?
I feel accomplished though.
You feel like accomplished, right? So you're not gonna hit the guy who did turn up?
His
No.
continues to be active.
You've not heard from him, no?
Yeah, no, he did.
It's Friday.
Yeah,
It's Friday. You don't do Friday shift.
that's what it is. He said, oh, I can come for half a day, and he's like, oh, no point. We've got a full day's work. 8 till half 4, dude. Have a little 20-minute break in the middle.
Right?
Eat some food. Because he's always getting the job done.
It's the typical Carl Lee.
I feel like when you're paying someone labouring, the job I did today, because it's obviously my own house, I put my heart into it and soul. I probably have accomplished in one day what he would charge me for 2 days.
Yeah.
Because it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like I just fucking didn't mess about, smashed it, drank a little bit of water here there, had a little 20-minute break at like 1:30 after I accomplished so much. Then just smashed it till 4:30 and then my back's hurting me, my hands hurting me, I'm exhausted, but got the job done in one day. So yeah, it's good.
So what's happening tomorrow?
So tomorrow more of the same, unfortunately.
Right, so you'll be there tomorrow again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there about 9:30 till about 3, and then I'm gonna go out with my daughter for a bit.
What about Sunday?
No. 1 day off. We always have 1 day off a week now. Working 7 days a week for 2-3 weeks. I just get.
So what area is this?
It's Ashland, yeah.
Ashland?
Yeah.
Oh, Ashland.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I hate the fucking place, but I kind of know it inside out. So it's like.
You hate the place where you know inside out?
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? I've been here for too long.
You've been there for too long?
Yeah. Do a half. What's a half?
So, is he not kind of holding you back to your love for Ashton?
Yeah, holding back. Tied there now, to the mortgage, the house, the kid. But no. I wish I went abroad. I would have gone abroad for a year ago. It would have been wonderful. A better life, its own food. I'd love that.
So you never wanted to move away?
Yeah.
Stockport or...
I think Stockport could be a potential. I'd like, Failsworth I was thinking of going to. I want it to be out of the area but not too far.
Not too far. So you can see the area.
Kind of, yeah.
Like,
If there's any emergency, I can zip back.
Residents in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
well, because your parents are
Little do
still
they
here.
know
Yeah.
they're walking into the home of someone so obsessed with zombies that they not only believed they were real, but he and his son were actually preparing for the zombie apocalypse. What police found inside the house was more horrific and bizarre than they could have ever imagined.
So people started buying houses again.
Me, I go near my end. Around my area in the state, there's probably like 2-3 houses for sale. Always some signs up. I drive down the road towards Davynuck, 4 houses on that road, Newmarket Road, boom, 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 boom. All up sale, everything on that sold. So I'm like, what the fuck? There's meant to be a housing crisis at the moment. So all I'm thinking is, rich people buying them to rent them out. This is what I'm thinking. Because I was listening to this guy, like, multi-millionaire, very,
discovered that the 911 call
like into
reported
the
the
stocks and
shooting
all that
had been
stuff,
committed
that's on
by
the
a 14-year-old.
and he
They
said,
found
he
him
goes,
waiting outside.
oh, this next 2 to 3 years, because there's going to be such a
Got
dip
some blood on them right there.
in people, because the mortgage is so expensive now. This is now, so a lot of people anyway have to,
What's
please.
going on, bud? Okay.
A lot of people
As
have
police will soon find
to
out the story
rent
about how he came
because
to be
they've not got
covered
the
in
mortgage
blood is
deposit
even more
or
twisted than they ever
they've
could
not
have
got stable
imagined.
income or
For
there's a million and
everyone's
one
safety,
reasons why people
deputies
rent
still need to
not
secure
like
the
that.
house and
But
verify
now-
if there's anyone else inside the
So
home.
then people are still going
What
to
they
rent.
discover
Then there's
is
the
nothing
people
short
who are
of
in between
haunting.
who are
The
renting,
following
who are
footage
ready
has
to buy
never
their
been
first
seen
house and
before.
stuff. Yeah, let's say they've got a deposit and they can afford 500 quid a week. Now that 500 quid is 650, 700 quid because of the interest rate. So now them people, they're not in a position to buy, so they're going to have to rent, which means now
Clear all this
that ratio of people buying to rent
He said the gun's on the counter right there.
buying is decreasing, so they're increasing the rent,
Copy.
and the rent's going through the roof, and then the houses that are for sale
Can't see
now,
this one.
property developers buying
Yeah,
them
go behind
to
you.
rent them out, and then that's it. People are going to be stuck.
So, what do you prefer? You prefer like old houses or new houses? Obviously,
So,
old house. Me, I don't mind.
Personally,
I'll hold this
the
one.
Your house don't have
aesthetically,
space, no?
yes, aesthetically, I like the look, the feel,
The look of
the estates of the new houses, but for me, who I come with a lot of baggage, I hoarded a lot of stuff over the years and shit.
you can't fit them in.
No, I
the
can't
new
fit that in a new house, no way.
house.
No. And even my house where I bought now, my house is from the 1950s, I extended it at the back. So it's like, so the back, so you had like 2 rooms at the back, so like kitchen, dining room. I've took the wall out and doubled them, so now it's like a fucking big square. And now because of that, my mate bought a house, 260 odd grand, just near here, Taylor Wimpey, Guy Bridge, Aldershot. I've gone in that house, mate, I'm like, bro, his kitchen size is like mine was before I fucking extended it. And I paid half the price for my house and you paid for this.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the thing.
bro.
And then
not
you
doing
get
that, mate.
those new, they're not cheap, are they?
No, not anymore, no.
You can't, they're not extendable.
Very, very.
For most of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everything's measured.
It depends. Yeah. If you get like a corner plot, you might have extra room and you could too.
Yeah.
But then if you're in the middle, you're fucked because you, like you said, it's measured to the pit. It's just the edgings and shit like that, and like the odd one where you've got like a bit of you've got a funny shaped drive, so you've got a big, like one of my mates, he got this corner plot, so he's got, instead of his drive being square like everyone else's, it's like oval. So he's got like a big bit of the side as well. Just looking at, that's the plot he got, because the plots are all the same price. It's just, he said it's like winning the lottery, because they don't give you the house. You can't say, I want that house. They say, no. There's 50 houses, there's 50 people. Once we've done it, we're going to tell you which house you have. And then he looked just out of luck, he got that one. Because if not, everyone's just going to say, I want that one.
Yeah,
And that's the problem.
Everybody wishes to
Yeah,
get that.
that's what it is. And my mate got that. My mate's like, well, can you not put a bid in or something? I'm like, no, we don't do it like that. And I thought, I'm surprised you don't really. To just
no one else
drive the
in the
price of people more, some favourable
The
ones.
2 bodies they find in one of the bedrooms. Both are deceased, and it
So you
becomes
just like to
apparent
see
rather
the new
quickly
houses,
that
you
what
don't like to
happened here
live
is
in them.
much
Yeah,
more
that's it.
complicated than a shooting. A variety of weapons are found
You
strewn
can
about
make
the
your
house,
house,
and blood
well,
makes its
mine
way
don't
through
look
the hallway,
sterling like
the
it, but
living
it can
room,
still do.
bathroom, and bedrooms.
A lot of work you can do on the brickwork and stuff, it can still look like.
Even more disturbing, the
And you
juvenile
have
found
lots
dead
of
looks to
points. I
have been
think
the
it's the
target of a large
inside
machete
that's
found on the kitchen floor.
matters the most.
Outside, deputies
Yeah.
prepare to take the surviving boy for questioning.
With new houses are just like boxes, man.
Yeah. Do you think 4 or 3 would be better on top?
Just face it down 911 there for 8 feet. Before we put them in, I want to take photos of them.
That's
Just stay there, bud.
4 there at the minute.
Put this in your pocket.
If you don't like it and it's done,
Keys
I'll
away.
take it for free.
Oh, okay. Which one would make
Locker
me look less bald?
and my locker killer. You said your name's Elvin?
Well,
Elvin with an E?
Yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah. I want to grab my camera. Go to open your hands for me.
Hello.
yes, how are you? How are you doing today?
Let's go ahead and switch out his cuffs. You want to go behind the car right there? That'll block us. Well, I'm going to switch out his cuffs. Just stay where you are. If I tell you to move, just then we gotta take off the cuff. I just didn't tell you to move though. Okay, I'll tell you to do something before you do it, alright? Elvin, I want you to look at that dial 911. Quit moving around. Stop moving.
So what are you doing with the old
You
one?
understand what I mean by stop moving? Okay? Stop moving.
Give you a pension on that one.
Okay, Elvin, we're gonna get in the back of this. Okay?
Pension
Go ahead.
fund.
Turn around.
Yeah.
Sit.
You've been listening to
How
that?
can you reach your investing goals in line with
Right,
your
right,
values?
yeah.
CFC
Which one?
Invest with you.
The Japanese guy.
No, there's a guy from, I think he's from Newcastle or something.
Alright.
Those
Alright, I'll meet you over there.
like coaching and
The crime scene has piqued the
advice
interest of
on
officers
how
and
to-
neighbors.
So, to be honest, I've been,
Yeah.
Their information from.
I've been doing it for a few years.
Explain to me
Not
the
just next to my
circumstances
time,
of
but
this being
walking.
Vincent's home. Is this like a halfway house or, okay, so what's going on?
This is an emergency
Yeah.
shelter for families.
Emergency shelter, okay.
Yeah, we just reopened it. He was renting it.
And who's he?
Alden Samuels,
Okay.
he's the father.
And how many kids did he have in the home?
2.
Okay. Do you know their names?
Yes. Jonathan.
Is it free after 6 p.m?
Yeah, so like,
It's one son and
they
a
got
daughter.
him home
Who's
time.
that?
Jonathan.
Jonathan's autistic.
They've gone home.
The boy, now in the back of the police cruiser, is Eldon Samuel III. The two dead males inside are his father, Eldon Samuel Jr., who we refer to as Junior, and Eldon's younger brother, Jonathan Samuel.
You can't see it on the news.
Reported away from California the summer prior.
Ça fait peut-être 3-4 semaines ou bien...
Is anybody in that trailer?
Yeah, because ça coûte
No.
trop cher.
Your dad was in there earlier. Do you know what he was doing?
No?
No?
No, I don't want to put anybody in there.
How come the heater's on in there?
The heater's not in there?
Uh-huh.
In the trailer?
Minimum spend.
Just stay put until I say sit down. Switch her out. What's that? Switch her out. How old's your brother?
Oh,
13, it sounds like, from Wilhelm.
Though Eldon is apparently unsure, his younger brother Jonathan is in fact 13.
Samuel.
Non, c'est pas qu'ils sont dans les... Ça fait combien de temps que tu n'es pas venu? Même si c'était écrit là, tu n'aurais pas su. Aujourd'hui, tu aurais appris.
What's your middle name?
Même si c'était écrit là sur le truc, c'est pas aussi différent pour moi de te dire.
Colin. It's Colin, man. Thanks. How old are you?
That's...
14.
It's a hard one for
Photograph
me.
Eldon and take his bloodstained clothes for evidence.
Bon, si tu peux faire le truc de transfert, tu peux faire le truc de transfert, tu peux transférer quoi, mais avec la carte là, c'est le minimum du 5.
Okay. We can talk about that all day.
Eldon is questioned about the incident that has just occurred in this never-before-seen interrogation footage.
Tu m'envoies juste...
The following footage has been analyzed by a qualified team,
WhatsApp.
including a licensed professional
On va la
counselor
preuve sur
and a
WhatsApp.
licensed attorney.
Yeah, Alan, just relax. I'm just here to talk to you, okay? So you can take a breath. Like when I do the
But
finance.
the watch is finished.
Adjust my
Yeah, I thought I had more little piece like this, left.
That's in school.
Okay.
You remember talking to me at school? What did we talk about?
Are you speaking Creole?
That's right.
No,
What did we decide on handcuffs?
French.
After the detectives make Eldon comfortable, they begin their interview, starting with how he ended up shooting his father.
He says, having these rights in mind,
Creole is a mix of French and something else.
Yeah, local language or local jargon or whatever.
Yeah. So in Cameroon, you speak French?
Hello, how are you? Yeah, long time no see. Qui do you do hair?
Me?
Yeah.
I think my own hair.
Just your own.
Yeah, my sister's
The officer establishes that
you
he and
don't
Elvin
do-
already know each other. He may
You
have been
don't
brought
do
into
like
the interrogation
foreign.
specifically for
How
this
come he's
reason.
not going
As
back
Elvin may feel
to?
I'm
more
going back
comfortable
today.
having
I'm
someone
going
he
to
knows
meet
in
my
the
friends.
room.
I'm going back to Birmingham.
However, if they have a
Oh,
trusting
okay.
relationship
So you guys
beforehand,
start.
the suspect
Is
may
it
not really
October?
understand the
No, I started last
adversarial
week.
nature of
Oh,
police
last week,
questioning.
I won't drop me off last
You'll
week,
notice
but I
that the
came back
officer he
this
knows is leaned into his personal space, but only
Right.
while discussing Elvin's rights and his willingness to
Okay,
speak
no
with
worries.
officers.
I shall
Invading
see
someone's
you
personal
later.
space
Yeah,
is
take
a
care.
tactic in police interrogations, as it puts pressure on the other person. In the state of Idaho, police are generally free to interrogate minors without any limitations, beyond constitutional provisions that would equally apply to adults in a similar situation. The minor does not have to have someone present to represent their interests prior to questioning, until and unless the minor specifically makes a request for counsel or the presence of a parent or guardian.
Difficult,
When
isn't
you
it?
know.
You don't know to make the right decision.
Yeah,
upon
yeah.
request. However, there are a number of differences for a minor brought into the juvenile system. For
Sometimes
example,
it
before
takes
a minor
time.
may admit to an allegation in
But
court,
then,
the presiding judge will have to make a determination as to whether or not the admission is allowed at all.
whatever this man is screaming about, get caught up in this now.
So explain to me what happened when he was back. My dad, he was on his medication.
How much how did you have to put on this one that you just broke now?
Not much.
Not much.
No, it was only it was 93 grand.
Never.
He's fucked.
Wow.
Yes, baby.
It was. So
Cancer is, but it's a lot better. I've got a new roof on it.
guns out there.
Roof a lot of work has already been accomplished since June.
That's what you're
3
doing.
months.
Yeah. Then you told him go back inside.
Another 2 months.
As Elvin begins his story about his dad shooting at zombies outside,
New
he
windows.
rubs his forehead and engages in more eye blocking, all which are anxiety responses. However, when he gets to the part of the story about being told to go back inside, he makes very intense eye
Well, the way I'm
contact,
doing it, I
which
want
is
to
a
do it
shift
like
in
the
his
half
behavior
price,
so
so
far.
I want it
He
to
may
get
be
me to
watching
about
the officer's reactions to his story
160
closely to see if they're believing him.
and then I reckon it'll be worth anything from 2 to 220 to 40, I don't know. So it will be it's going to be very
He repeats,
financially
he told me to get out
rewarding.
3 times,
But I'm
which
going to
may
go
be
in it
him
anyway.
trying to solidify that part of the story.
So, I didn't know. I didn't.
So it's you turning into is it 4 bedroom or 5?
3 bedrooms, but I mean, if I wanted to, I could put another bedroom downstairs, but I'm doing the cinema room. I like a bit of like a fun room. So it has a garage, there's 3 double bedrooms. I've put an ensuite in one because the toilet and the bathroom was separate, and the toilet was right next to a room. So I took that wall out and then made a partition wall and I put it for an ensuite.
Okay.
So again, that should be good. And then I've opened plan the downstairs, living room, kitchen area, made it big, open plan. And then there's a separate kind of utility room I can go in. And then there's a garage, so the garage I'm
Elvin is
converting
drinking
into
a
a
lot
room.
of water
It's
here,
going to be like a
along
cinema,
with
fun
sniffing
room
and
sort of
fidgeting.
thing.
It's safe to say he is highly
So
anxious.
if I wanted to,
You
The
don't need
fight
the
or flight
garage.
response
No,
can lead
I'll
to
do the
dry
garage,
mouth
but
and an
yeah, I'd rather
engorgement
have the
of the
room.
nose, which causes itchiness and the need for more oxygen. This would explain the frequent
Plus the
sniffing.
room,
All of this is a
We'll
red
put
flag
more
for
money on the house
markedly
than the
heightened
garage.
anxiety. While he should be a bit anxious in the police station, he and one of the officers seem to already have a rapport, so the fact that his anxiety is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
high is likely
I mean the
throwing
garage was
off
fucked
serious
anyway.
red
To make it into a
flags for
nice
the
garage, say it
interrogators.
costs like 3-4 grand. To make it into a nice room, it might cost 5-6. But the difference in one's putting, I don't know, say one's putting 10 grand on the house and one's putting 15-20 grand on
The
the
first
house.
time he
So
says he's hidden
again, it's
before
like that
seems to be a
extra money
question to
is
clarify
well
what
worth
the
it.
officer is saying, but the second still seems to have an upward inflection in his tone, which can indicate uncertainty about this allegation of his dad hitting him before. Eldon has also been trying to take time to think about his answer. It's unlikely he didn't actually hear the officer. He's just getting him to repeat questions, so he has time to think about the right answer.
I already hit you. You can work hard with the open hand, close fist, it's close fist, sworn in AJ. Like, no, I don't remember. You can show, want to show me? Yes, John. I don't know where did you feel it? I don't know. From where? Was it here? On the left side? Yeah, but it was dark. Okay.
Eldon seems to be struggling to find where his dad hit him. Claiming he hit him hard makes it sound as though it may have left a bruise or soreness, but he's basically pointing to all of his left upper body. This is another red flag. A truthful individual would have an accurate place to point to. He's also been engaging in a lot of lip compression movements, which once again indicates he's feeling stressed and nervous. He doesn't seem to have thought this story through at all. This isn't surprising since he's a very young adolescent. However, it's also noteworthy that Eldon isn't as intimidated as most children would be in this situation. Lying to two detectives in an interrogation room is certainly a bold move. This demonstrates that Eldon may not fear authority like the typical kid would. One of the features of children and teens with serious behavioral issues is a lack of respect for authority.
It's chasing me to my room.
Some barbers do free haircut if they cut you.
Some do.
Yeah, they cut you a free haircut.
Did he say anything?
It's part of the compensation scheme.
Yeah.
I'm on
So you pulled the trigger? Yeah. Then you got the gun. Okay, how many times did you pull the trigger?
grease on it.
Oh, yes, okay. That's not gonna cause infection, is it?
Shot 3 times.
It's okay. Like a wall.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as the one that the
I know it's a tough deal.
the actual the fighters get.
I know what you mean. Yeah, they get the thing, don't they?
Is it proper? Is it a special Vaseline?
Yeah, it's like a waxy thing, isn't it? And they put it in.
That thing.
And I think it burns. Yeah, I think it burns as well when they put it on. So I don't know what's in it.
That isn't all they had to say
So
either.
you want to see
Some of the neighbors had a
Fast and
few
Furious when
interesting things
he
to
had a
say
fight
about the
with that
strange family
awesome
next
whatever
door.
guy from
Did you hear something?
Finland or something like that.
Okay, just one?
Where the guy really fucked his
About
face
how
up
long
or
ago?
something, like he had a big massive cut there.
There's
A lot of people believe that
Okay.
fight
Okay.
should
And
be
they
called
just
a
moved
loss
here, my
like a
understanding?
technical foul.
Yeah, because he busted up too much.
Yeah, he busted up too much, and the referee just let the fight continue.
I've had my suspicions that there's been drugs coming out of there.
Well,
Okay.
the amount of Vaseline that they were
I
putting
saw him
on
stand out here today for
on
about
him,
40 minutes.
I think he had a Mexican.
Okay.
Look completely
He had like a
I never
Mexican.
spoke with the guy. Kind of weird, but
What do you call
he
it? What
thinks
do they call
himself,
him?
but he doesn't.
Them guys that
Like I said, I have my suspicions. There's
the
been
guy that
something
messed
on
with
Right.
to that extent.
that,
When we came home,
what do you call it?
we
Pac-Man
started
or
out to see. I don't remember seeing.
no. The guys who put that Vaseline on, what do you call it? Cockman. I said he will have to go and like pay some big money to that guy. So you did a great job. If it wasn't you, I would be out of this fight. It would have made it look so bad. Yeah. Because he would have forced the referee into calling the fight.
I'm pretty sure he's been dealing something out there for a while. I watch this guy coming out of his house every day. I work from home a lot. Today I work from home all day.
Well, I don't believe,
Right?
honestly, I don't believe
So,
somebody can
You
beat
know,
Tyson
he's a
Fury.
kind of a weird guy.
Even if he's
just
messing
stay-
about with
He's
fights.
kind of creepy.
I just don't think there's one
6 months to a
person
year.
out there
He doesn't
that we
believe he
know
just
who can
stands
do a job.
straightforward.
His chain smokes like
Might
you
be
never
somebody
believe. Right.
that
Every
fuck
5 minutes
me,
he's
I don't
on his
know.
deck.
For
And he
those
just
that we
stares.
know.
Just stares, or squats, just stares at you. It's like you feel uncomfortable like a fishbowl.
However, it's interesting to see what that
Sam,
design.
you get out a little bit off as well.
Coming out, I mean, he's
It'll
medical
be
costs or
interesting to see
something.
what the
Yeah, I don't,
design
like I
guy
said, I don't know
can
what
do.
happens, but when he first moved in he's been here about 6
He's
months.
not as experienced as Tyson, is
The
he?
first couple months, it just seemed like every couple weeks, there was a handful of ambulances, cops out here, and they were bringing somebody out on a stretcher, and like he was, maybe he was sick or something, but it was just, then it became often, and I don't know if there was like I said, I don't know if there was fighting going on, something, whatever those reasons were.
What
And I'm
did
not
you
even
see?
positive 100% if it was the dad or dad. It might have been that older son or it might have been the other one.
It's all.
Notably, he
all
uses the phrase,
inside
like I said,
the
frequently.
kid,
This is something called a referral statement, which is often used to bolster a statement. Though it's usually associated with someone lying, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's lying here, and instead could be an indication of how uncomfortable or upset he may be by the situation, which would be understandable.
If you think of anything, don't hesitate to call, leave me a message. I'll get right back with you. Sounds good. So, any idea? I don't want my kids to see this, in the morning. She's freaked out really bad. I don't want my kids to see this. If there was life-saving efforts that needed to happen, it would have happened immediately.
Have you been
If there's something else going on, we have to wait. We want to make sure we do it right, so we will be here through the night.
Back in the interrogation room, Eldon
Not really done
explains what
much about
happened
it, but
next
to
after
be
he
fair,
shot his father.
it's like the guy, he was an ex-heroin addict and stuff.
Right.
So he's gonna have the checkered past. I don't understand why.
Why the girls are coming now?
Yeah.
After 12 years.
Yeah. It's really, don't make
So you
sense.
wanted them to wait another 10 years.
Yeah.
They waited 12 years.
To me, they should have done it like 5-10 years ago, or took it to the grave.
Oh.
I don't understand, but it does make me think sometimes. Is there someone else pulling the strings?
Is there someone else doing it?
Yeah. Because I know he's been upsetting people lately, hasn't he, on his YouTube channel?
They wanted to take him out.
Maybe, yeah, he's been going up against like
The vaccine.
MP, yeah, he hated the vaccine, yeah. Massively went up against that.
Interestingly, Eldon is rubbing the back of his neck here, which may be an unconscious attempt to bring down his heart rate, as rubbing the vagus nerve can slow an anxious heartbeat.
But those girls, why are they remaining anonymous? You see, that's a big question that people are asking. Well, that's one question. And the other big question is why go to the media, not the police?
Yeah, you should go to the police. Not that. This is like, you can see it's like orchestrated or it's money oriented.
And this is the worst tribunal you can ever get because there's only one outcome. When it's done like this, where you just throw allegations there, you don't want due process. No, there's only one sentence for that. He's guilty. And there's no appeal, there's no, you can't. You can't undo it. Yeah, you can't undo it. And the stigma will just remain there because there was no due process. Whereas Mendy can shut somebody down and say, look, went to trial twice and nothing there. Now, there still are people who believe that Mendy is racist. Those things, they don't go away completely. It's still like a 10% or 15-20% still believe,
especially if they make it seem more acceptable.
He did it, but it's just that he was lucky, or it's just that he had a lot of money,
which
and
would
he
give
was
Eldon
able
some
to
kind of
fight.
excuse for what he did.
Get
Eldon knows he
and
can
stuff.
claim his dad as an excuse, but explaining viciously murdering his brother is another story
it's
entirely.
tried by media, there's only one outcome. You're guilty. You have to prove to the media that you're not guilty.
In a lot of cases, they're impossible.
Yeah, you go from the position of guilt. Meanwhile, the girls are hiding somewhere. They got their checks, they sold the story.
They've got a lot of money from this.
Yeah, the media made
The media's run with it, haven't they?
So, what about the other one, Scofield?
Yeah.
Different, Philip Scofield, different treatment.
That's true.
They said, leave the guy alone, he's depressed now, he's getting depressed with all his accidents and stuff.
Eldon has sounded a bit unsure throughout the interview so far, but here he sounds even
Good,
more
bad allegation, that,
there's
isn't
an
it?
upward inflection
He
in
groomed
his
him,
voice.
didn't
Because he goes to show two fingers, he can't quite get his
Well,
mind
not
to
cool,
cooperate.
but
And
make
it's a
it
weak hand
polish
motion.
it.
He immediately returns back to simply rubbing on his leg above
They
his
decide,
knee.
they have all the analytics and stuff, and they know how to present it so the human mind will take it as a positive, or they can present it so the human mind will take it negatively.
Yeah.
And that's how they throw it out there. It's all like, it's quite mind control, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the war in Ukraine and the coronavirus has shown us, that the media, they exercise so much control on us that we don't know, we don't realize.
Once again, Eldon covers his mouth after saying he crawled away. This part may not be a lie necessarily, but there could be something he's intentionally leaving out in this part of the story.
And he crawled up to John's big John's okay, so now I'm track with you. So if you don't want to pick up, I'm right there. So you're down with shot in the belly, and he crawled up to John's bedroom. And where are you? I was good. But where are you? We're in the house. I'm not familiar with your house. I was just standing there. Where? Like, standing in the wood. Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's why I was missing. I didn't know. You know what? If I'm not there, I'm not sure who's where. So your dad's crawling. Yeah, then you're standing just watching her. Yeah. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I didn't know what to do. Sure, it sounds like you paused. Like, shut. Okay. So when your dad was crawling to John, did he have the shotgun? Yeah. Where did he get the shotgun? He's worried about this. He tried to shoot me, but he's stuck. So he just pulled the trigger. And he shot John in the leg. Okay. Did you see that? No.
While rubbing his head, Eldon has started doing something odd with his feet. He brings his foot forward and tucks the toes under while clenching them. It's almost like his feet are taking the place of his hands for anxiety displays, since he seems to be working at not using his hands too much. We don't get to see this often, since most people's feet are usually covered, but feet can still indicate how people feel. We learn to lie with our words and to a certain extent with our face and hands as we're growing up. These are the toes we're used to looking for, but most people never focus on the feet. Additionally, it would be extremely difficult to concentrate on the right words, facial expressions, movements, and feet movements. That's just a huge cognitive load on an individual.
When data comes at you fast, come up with answers even faster.
It's quite important to me to not have that.
Right.
So, the problem is, my missus comes from a broken home, massively broken home, and to them it's like, yeah, because her sisters have, so apart from one sister has a family, and then the other sister has, again, a broken home, so it's just like, and then she has she has 3 close friends, all with kids, and all from broken home. So to me, it's like, it's not like a big priority of hers. Because her peers, it's the norm. Yeah, it's the norm where to me, it means something.
We'll talk you through it. And so if you don't remember, you don't remember. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
yeah, you almost become
and I understand
what you're supposed to be yourself.
Very true.
Difficult, okay?
You know, or you can unconsciously become that without you even realizing it.
So I'm hopeful that you
we don't know how powerful
exactly what happened.
the environment plays the
So we have a better
part in
understanding
what we become.
of what occurred, what led
All
up
of
to
those
it,
things
things like
there.
that.
If
So
here's what happened. Right. It doesn't have any friends there that will tell you that stick with your mother, like to walk away.
Yeah,
advise
I
you
want to.
always
Yeah.
making-
Look,
you
I
know,
did
we
it. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
Don't
And then
feel
in her
trapped.
head is, yeah, I can do it, no problem.
Don't feel trapped. I can do it because they're doing it. They're telling me that it's cool.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes it's not that easy. You are struggling in that practical venture. So you go there and you realize, oh shit, this happens. I have to do this, I have to do that. I used to have money, I have to bring this, bring that. You have this on the day. By the time you realize that shit, the train is gone, you know? Right? Train is built and gone. So, yes, some people, you know, and they say this, they say that you can take like the pig is an animal, right? You take him out and clean him up and you're wasting your time. And if somebody's telling you you're wasting your time, you won't listen. But then you realize it. So that pig will just dive back into the mud. Like, shit, all my track record is gone.
It's a good analogy, that.
Yeah. So some people are like that. Some people, there's a lot of people who want to thrive in life. They want to move up the ladder and stuff. There's a lot of people who are just comfortable with the bare minimum, or you want to do any effort. You don't want to step yourself with anything. Friendship circle, the condition, your thought process, your action, your behavior, and your decision. Yeah. There is nothing good about broken homes.
No.
There is zero.
Eldon doesn't quite seem to grasp the gravity of the situation.
Some people will say, okay, what about the person
whether
who
this
got
is done in pure naivety
into
or
a
because of something
violent,
darker remains to be seen.
relationship and stuff like that? Are you gonna say the same? That there's nothing? Perhaps. Hello.
That's a great question, all right. Can I go back?
Just finished now.
We'll work on some other things, okay? We just chat for a while. You sound like
Yeah, sure.
How's it going? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll just meet you there. I'll just have to call past home in a minute, grab my screenshots, and then that's it. And meet you there, yeah. Alright, safe. Bye.
She's in California right now. Yeah, okay.
I forgot to go and play squash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play it.
I get up there. We'll make sure.
So he reminded you.
What do you think she's gonna say about what happened to her?
Eldon's mother, Tina, still lives in California. She and Junior separated after a tumultuous marriage marred by financial hardship, drug use, and alleged.
My mom said you did bad things to her. Who did it? Dad, I did. What kind of bad things did he do to her? Like, do you just hear things or do you know things? Well,
In addition to more mouth covering and facial rubbing here, he's got his foot up in a barrier position now, blocking both the detectives.
my dad was driving fast. I wanted to get out, so she opened the door. And my dad ran over. Oh man. Yeah. So it doesn't sound good for anybody. So she had to go to the hospital and sort of things. So there's a lot of things. Yeah.
This is an indication that Eldon may have held an immense grudge against his father for what his father allegedly did to his mother. Eldon began crying for what seemed like the
15
first
cash?
time in the interrogation. When mentioning wanting to see his mother,
The cash prize.
Eldon would later tell a psychiatrist that he witnessed alleged perpetrated by his father against his mother. He claims that on one occasion, Junior poured lighter fluid on his wife and threatened to light her on fire. In another instance, Eldon stated that Junior bound her with duct tape and held a gun to her head before forcing Eldon to urinate on her. Anthony, Eldon's oldest brother and Junior's son from a previous marriage, said that he knew his father could be violent when he was on drugs, but that he never, or his sisters. He claimed that his father had recently kicked the drug habit and moved to Idaho to get his life back on track and be a better father to his two younger brothers. Anthony, as well as his grandfather Eldon Sr., alleged that Tina was the aggressor, not Junior. In 2012, Tina pleaded no contest to a charge of willful child cruelty and spent 6 months in a Stanislaus
Right, you have a nice weekend.
Weekend.
Oh,
It's not clear whether or
let me
not the
keep
child
your
in
number
question
here.
was Eldon. At various points in their marriage, Tina and Junior both filed restraining orders against the other for domestic violence.
You ever seen any anger issues with her?
Adam.
Oh, I used
Is it
to.
Adam?
What do you mean used to?
Oh, Cam.
Well, they used to just design balls out stuff and get really, really angry.
Eldon Sr. crosses his arms here, which is likely a dislike response due to having to talk about his son's negative qualities.
When was that? Oh, years ago.
Guess what?
Actually, with Tina.
NHS, yeah.
Right, battery's down on the phone and we done for the day. That's 40 minutes. That's it, doctors. That's in at 6. One at 6 8 Stamford Central. That's not right. We're 7.5. We open tomorrow from 9 till 5. If you want to come, you can WhatsApp us, take an appointment, request one on 077 077 24158. 077 077 24158.
He told me Tina did it, so I believe him.